Like
this one.
Like this one. Sorry.
What are we doing?
Like the Flying Apron Inn Cookery. Okay, so like
the Flying Apron. Oh.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Sorry.
Apron.
Yeah.
How about I just say it and then you just.
Okay.
Welcome to Every Further Mile.
If you're returning to us, then you might be wondering what it is we're doing with that fork in the road.
And if you are new to our channel, a couple of videos ago we announced that we are selling our home in Nova Scotia after only 8 months, and that we have a proverbial fork in the road.
But we don't have an answer for that yet.
That's right. We are still in the midst of figuring out what that is. We have a lot of things to figure out before we can tell you exactly what that fork is.
I was just going to say that we're not just keeping you in suspense. We don't know either.
We truly don't have an answer yet. However, we do have a short-term answer for you at the moment. We have accidentally gotten ourselves into this niche on YouTube that we didn't mean to get into. We saw a need in Nova Scotia and we filled that need with our videos.
See a need? Fill a need.
So we saw a need of people who were moving here from out of province, especially to see what it's like to move to Nova Scotia. So we did a lot of how-to kind of videos, right? What it's like to move here. And we really loved making those videos, and we feel that they were very valuable.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people really loved the survey, and we had like 75 people that did the survey. That was awesome. It's only 2 months old, right? So it's still a great survey.
Yeah. So we have these other videos about moving to Nova Scotia. However, when we started our channel, it was actually about being a slow travel family. The idea was we were coming here and we were going to see what it was like to live in a new province. We had never been to Atlantic Canada before. We've lived out west in BC, we've lived in Manitoba, and we've lived in a few different places in Ontario, but we've never been east of Ontario. And so for us, this was a great chance for us to showcase what it's like to do some slow travel in a region, and because it was all new to us.
Yep, absolutely.
And so we're very much like a tourist in Atlantic Canada. That's what we wanted it to be. The heart of our channel is a slow travel family.
Yep.
So we are getting out of the niche of moving to Nova Scotia.
And we're leaving them in good hands, I think, because there's quite a few people now that are popping up and doing just that.
Yeah. There's a blog that we know, like a person who did a blog on, different things you might want to know to move to Nova Scotia. I'm hoping we're going to be able to find that link and put it down below in the description.
Absolutely.
So lots of people are going to do it, and it's just not going to be us anymore.
And of course, the Facebook groups are always the best resource in the world.
Yes.
We have a list in the comment section.
And so if that is what you have come to our channel for, we'll leave the videos up, of course, for anybody who might need them, but that's just not what we're focusing on anymore. What we are focusing on, and what we are doing in that at least the short term until we figure out that fork in the road, is we are going to
exploring Nova Scotia
more.
And
it's Atlantic Canada, not even just necessarily Nova Scotia. We might go to New Brunswick or PEI, or maybe one day I would really love to get to Newfoundland.
Once it warms up a little, we'll go to Newfoundland.
Yeah. And so what we want to do is we want to start featuring unique and really cool accommodations around Nova Scotia and Atlantic
accommodations
Canada.
And restaurants.
And restaurants.
And other attractions.
Like the Flying Apron Inn and Cookery.
Yay!
We're here to just test out some of their goodies in the cafe. They serve meals as well, so they have breakfast, lunch, and supper. We did find out already that they only serve breakfast to those who stay in the inn. We are not doing that because this is actually only a little bit down the road from us on Highway 215. Beautiful little inn. Why don't you kind of come on in and see how cozy it is in there. The Flying Apron Inn and Cookery is a surprisingly amazing find. We've been meaning to come here since before we even moved to Nova Scotia because it's not far from our house, but hadn't prioritized it over the many things we've done all over Nova Scotia. Now we wish we had gotten here sooner. This delightful place is far more than the restaurant and inn we thought it was. It includes a bakery with the best baked goods we've ever had on the East Coast, a lovely boutique local grocer and art gallery, a cooking school, and a cozy bookshop with a small play area for kids.
At first, we were so sad because we had come for breakfast and they don't serve breakfast to non-inn customers, only lunch and supper. But each of us ended up absolutely loving the treats we got instead. I, the red currant cheesecake muffin, Corbin, the cinnamon bun, and Nathan and Wilder, the croissants, all paired with beautifully designed drinks and all to die for. Enjoying this in the little bookshop made the experience all the better as we warmed up by the fire and browsed the bookshelf for our next captivating read. We highly recommend stopping at the Flying Apron Inn and Cookery any season for a light snack, meal, or to spend the night on the scenic Glooscap Trail.
While we were at the Flying Apron Inn, which is a beautiful space, they have a really lovely bookshop, and I was able to pick this great book up. It's called A Year in Provence. Nathan and I, we have been to France, but we really haven't experienced it in the way that we would love to. So one day we certainly will get back to France and experience it in all of its wonder. And this book just, I don't know, when I saw it, I was like, oh, yes, this just sounds so like simple and quaint and sweet. One of those kind of lovely reads where you want to cozy up with a nice tea and just enjoy a good book. I'll read to you the back in case you're curious about what it's like. In this witty and warm-hearted account, Peter Mayle tells what it is like to realize a long-cherished dream and actually move into a 200-year-old stone farmhouse in the remote country of the Luberon with his wife and 2 large dogs. He endures January's frosty mistral as it comes howling down the Rhone Valley, discovers the secrets of goat racing through the middle of town, and delights in the glorious regional cuisine. A Year in Provence transports us into all the earthly pleasures of provincial life and lets us live vicariously at a tempo governed by seasons, not by days. It's just so beautiful, and I can't wait to read it. I'm surprised that they had this bookshop, that it has lovely choices there, and the cafe has delicious baked goods, and we highly recommend a nice little outing at the Flying Apron Inn.